What's up, everybody? It is your girl Pagalonin here, coming to you with another collective. So don't force the message, take it if it resonates. I did pull this a while ago. It was gonna be a pick a card. I was gonna do a what do you need to know, but then something told me to just do an isolated collective. So this is going to be a what do you need to know right now. What's next? Like, what's some insight? What's it giving? An energy check. All right, again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force it. So I'm just gonna lay out all the cards and I'm gonna show you. Ready? So when I asked, I was like, what is being left behind? Right, we have the Sun card in reverse. All right, Sun card in reverse. So we got some Leo energy there. I then said, okay, now take me to the present. What's that giving? We have Leo, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity, but it's upright. I thought that was interesting to have the Sun in reverse as the past, and then we have like the Leo card coming through upright. So I feel like something here in the energy is being corrected for whomever the collective is that is going to be resonating with this reading. There could be a level of a confidence boost, okay? There could be, maybe you were in the dark about something, okay? Or you're in the dark about something now. You're gonna be leaving that behind, friends. So there's clarity coming in, okay? Also, people that are feeling a bit, I almost want to say under the weather, or you're just not, you don't have the energy. I feel like that's a season that you're leaving, okay? But we'll get more into the interpretations in just a moment. 222 on the clock, okay? For the future energy, I'm like, what's next in the future? You guys have Palace, Athena, 29. Owls, crows, stairways. Might be significant. Also was getting moths. There's an owl right there as well. The color purple, blue. All right, that's interesting, friend. And then you do have these Lenormand cards. So we have number 17. And what I'm gonna do is, before we start the reading and I give my interpretation, I'm gonna read like the oracle cards. Maybe not these ones, but like these little ones I'm gonna read. So we have the number 17. And we also have, where'd it go? Oh, yep. So the number 17 and also the number 12, you could be born on the 17th or the 12th. So storks, the symbol of hearts, and also owls could be of significance to you. Wow, look at all this wisdom. Somebody's about to be a mother, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because when I think of this Sun card, I'm just thinking of like Leo energy, the 5th house. I'm not a doctor, but I do feel like there gotta be a good one or two of y'all. You may have been having trouble with a pregnancy with this Sun card being in reverse. And I don't know, I feel like there might be a removal of blockages, okay? But we'll go into that. We also have, I thought this was so interesting. Let me see where I want to put this. You guys had the Queen of Swords, but she was sideways, bro. So you got the Queen of Swords sideways. And there was a very interesting message that came from this Queen of Swords. We also have Greet the Darkness. It says number 19, here's where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathes the hidden, the pieces that make you whole but cut deep with all of their sharp edges. Damn, did you just cut somebody off, friend? A couple people doing some shadow work? Are you doing some shadow work? What's going on, friend? Then we also have nature spirits. On your toes, oh my bad, it's number 26. You could be 26. It says on your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. This is definitely like, I don't know where you guys live, but if you've been feeling like, damn, I don't know why I just keep feeling this pull to go outside and be in nature, yeah, that's for a reason. I do feel like there's some healing properties, okay, that you could gain from stepping outside and connecting with the earth, or maybe even meditating outside. I'm not saying that it has to be like a super long time, okay, because I know it's getting cold, but that would be beneficial. I'm sorry, y'all, there's gonna be a little bit of a glare. It's bothering me, okay? The tarot that we have, so we do have the, what was the first card? You have the King of Wands. We have the High Priestess. Okay, they want me to tell you like any major arcana. Okay, so we have Pisces energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Chariot, Cancer energy. Okay. I'm getting a major message about moving in silence. I would not be surprised if you've already been, I don't know, watching tarot readings and that message has came through. If it has, like, this is definitely confirmation. I just heard make your next move your best move, but keep it silent. We also have the Seven of Wands. The King of Cups. And the Eight of Pentacles. I'll move that back. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Here I go. Here I go. You know how I get, bro. You know I get a little anal about the setup sometimes, so give me a second. Okay. 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 What song is that? Someone could have just been listening to Hurricane Chris. I'm getting like that era of like Walk It Out, two-step. Someone could be a DJ here, or you could just be really into music, making beats. Someone here, like, you might be keeping it secret, but I feel like you could write lyrics in your spare time. Like, that might be something that might be a hobby. I do feel like somebody here has cut off at least 2 people, 2 to 3 max, most recently. And then we also have this last card, which is Zoom meeting. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to read this, and then, well, I'm gonna pause first because I want to sit with this a little bit, but I'm gonna read this and then we're gonna get into my interpretation. So I will be right back. Okay, so let's tap in, you guys. Okay, let me see if I need to turn on the light. Turn on the lights. I'm looking forward to. Somebody could be a Future fan. You could like Future. But I also feel like something regarding turning on the lights, friend. Honey, them antennas is up. Them antennas is up. So really quick, you guys, I might be breathing a little heavy. Don't mind me. I don't know, my allergies. My allergies, girl. So let's get into this. So first of all, let me just talk to y'all, because I feel like the way these messages are coming through, they might not come out like in that traditional, like, this is what you need to know. I feel like I'm telling you a story explaining kind of the events that are going on. And yes, girl, I have all my notes. Yes, friend. This is big. This is major. This is major, what I'm seeing here. So first of all, I want to say congratulations. All right, bitch, give me a fist bump. Pound it, baby. Like, sprinkle me, okay? Do y'all remember what that's from? Was it Rocket Power? Sprinkle me. But I love this, friend. So first of all, damn it. Hold on, y'all. I'm being pulled in a different direction. Give me a second. Okay, I'm getting it. they said, no. Before you start, pull them a postcard. Okay, so I need y'all to pay attention, because for this to happen while I'm about to give the message, that means that somebody's ancestor has a, like, an important message for them, okay? So I just want y'all to focus. What's the message that needs to come out for the collective that's going to resonate with this? What do you guys want to say? Take. Okay, one more. What do you guys want to say? Oh, they said that's it? Okay. So, let me read it to you, and then we'll get involved. So we have, dearest you, all your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful. And I'm actually recording this on Thanksgiving. Praise things before they manifest and always ask for the highest good. So y'all, there's a big, and I know it's easier said than done, but I don't know what y'all have going on in y'all chart. There could be like some type of transit happening in your chart where it's like what you put your energy into right now can become larger. It's giving me like a Sagittarius vibe, or like a, not Sag, but like a Jupiter. You know what I mean? Like something is very Jupiter-esque, okay? So there's a vibe here of like, be mindful of your thoughts, because right now you are definitely creating, I just heard, your next reality. All right, so stay high vibe the best way you can. It says, when you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reasons to plead and beg. Actually, let me read that again, girl. Dearest you, all your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful. Praise things before they manifest and always ask for the highest good. When you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reasons to plead and beg. Instead, offer your prayers as sacred gifts, as a testament to your faith in a higher power. Open up and let spirit move through you and comfort you. Yes. Add meditation as a way to become empty. Yep. That's big right there. Add meditation as a way to become empty, so you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. Somebody here has a ancestor whose name is Richard, Reggie, Ray, Rolanda just came through. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. You guys definitely have a monitoring spirit, but it's okay. At this moment, we are listening intently to your prayers and want you to know that your highest good is our priority. All is well, okay? Yeah, there was an interference that came through. If y'all ever hear me like whistle like that, there's an interference, but it's okay because your spiritual team got you. Be mindful of whoever is coming back at this time, especially if there was someone that you recognize was kind of snatching at your energy, or like they're just always in the shadows. Like, I don't know, they're just a little parasitic. Like, if you have not cut this person off yet, I feel like you're going to be moving into that energy. Okay. So now that we got that out the way, back to what I was saying, friend. This is beautiful. Okay, so let me start with this Queen of Swords here. So we have that Queen of Swords. I'm sorry, girl. What am I doing? So we have this Queen of Swords up here, right? And what I wrote down specifically, because, you know, I really thought of investigation. Like, you see how she's kind of, it almost reminds me of when you do good mornings. Somebody here could like to work out. When you do the good mornings, you kind of put the bar behind you on your shoulders, and then you kind of bend forward. She has that position, like she's looking, she's on guard. She's like, okay, who I gotta slice next? What I gotta slice next? Okay, so there's a, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, either you're doing this right now, or what you need to know is this is what you're moving into. Okay, they want you to be investigative. Okay, investigate. You're being pushed into an energy of investigation regarding a topic, a person, a scenario, a game plan, whatever that may be. I also feel like there could be a level. See, everybody's situation is going to be different. Some of you guys are being asked to look at things from a different perspective, because with her being sideways, it didn't necessarily give me like shadow energy. It more so gave me someone like tilting their head to the side, and they're like, let me look at it from this angle. Okay. Some of you guys have been looking at something head on, and they're like, no, let's turn your head to the side a little bit. Okay, we want you to look at this a little bit differently. So I also put breaking free, healing from an experience, maybe teetering between being amicable in being belligerent or wicked, okay? So if this does apply in more of a shadow way, right? Okay. Someone here did go through some type of betrayal. I see that here with the Greet the Darkness. Your spiritual team, okay, they're with you. They saw what happened and they know what happened, okay? Those of you that recently had some type of betrayal or you recently cut somebody off, that was for your greatest good, okay? It's going to clear up a lot of stuff. Your self-esteem is going to be coming back, all right? And if you haven't cut these people, places, and things out just yet, that's going to be something that helps bring you back to life. Like your vitality is going to be coming back, all right? I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. You know what's very prominent in this spread, you guys? Wisdom. Like the word wisdom, intelligence, high ranking type of energy. Like this feels like a spiritual level up, but also some of you guys have just promoted or you're about to be in a bigger position. And I'm so proud of y'all. Like I really am getting someone, it almost gives me like an initiation. Now you could have been recently initiated into some type of spiritual group or friend. You might be on that path. And little do you know, like these things that are occurring right now, they have to happen so that you can have like a clear slate to be able to get shit done. All right. So let me see what else I wrote. Let's just talk about this. So next I went to the stork, and I'm going to do this reading a little bit differently. I feel like I got to move a little slower. So if that's not your speed, you know, put it on 2x, like the speed, or, you know, just don't watch, girl. Okay. I got to do this. Something is like, you got to take your time with this. So with that number 17, some of the words that came to me were stay on path, perfection, victory, deep connection to the divine, spiritual wisdom, okay? And also when I think of the stork, I think of upgrades, improvements, new family addition, friend. I do feel like someone is about to be inviting in a baby, okay? And it could be a baby and a project. You know, everybody's gonna be different, but I'm not gonna lie, friend. Yeah, I know you're probably like, don't be speaking that on me. I'm serious though, friend. It's giving new addition. It is. It's giving like you're about to give birth. But for some of you, it could be to a new idea or to a project or just to a new version of yourself, right? I also think of a new state of evolution, next promotion. Now, when we go to the number 12, look at those two owls. I just find it so funny that we have like two little storks, like a big one and a little one. And then you have an owl, a big one and a little one. And both of these talk about perfection or like wisdom or just, I don't know, just being like heavily connected to the divine. So if people are falling away at this time, I really think like, don't take it personal, friend. Things are falling away so that your discernment can become clear because there were some blocks here. So the number 12, what I wrote down is completion, cosmic order, spiritual perfection, creativity, and optimism, okay? I also feel like what you need to know is there's a loyal partnership that's going to bring a child. I don't know why I keep having to say that. A loyal partnership that brings a child. So if you've been making a lot of cuts, like you being in this investigative energy, I'm picking up on someone where they're like, okay, by any means necessary, I got to get to my goal. And it doesn't just feel like this goal is like a 3D type of like, oh, I have to be rich, I have to be this. Nah, like that might be a part of it. This is more so internal. This is like connected to the soul. This is connected to your vitality. This is connected to your essence. There's a level of I will do anything necessary, you know, not toxic wise, but just anything necessary to protect my peace, to protect my solar plexus, to protect my vitality, to protect my energy, okay? I am very serious about my next chapter because at this point in time, I am recognizing the power that I hold. That is what you need to know. The events that are happening right now are showing you just how powerful you are. They may be uncomfortable, but I'm telling you, friend, you might not see what I'm talking about now, but come maybe the end of December, early January, you're going to be like, oh, that's what people's talking about. Because this is almost reminding me of the energy I was picking up on when I did, was it back in September or August? I feel like there's been a preparation, and it's so crazy that I'm thinking about this now. If y'all go back to like the Celtic cross that I did, and I don't know, like there was a Celtic cross I did, and I can't remember what month it was, but it would have been the last one that I did, maybe even the only one that I did. I really feel like we were being prepared for this moment right here, okay? So you might want to go back and check that out. Now, Something else that was coming through with this number 12 card, we also have the number 7. So there's a lot of healing coming through here. We have sharing wisdom, urging you to listen to your elders. So this right now, what you need to know is there's a lot of good gems that could come from those that came before you. So I really feel like if it's something that you do and are comfortable with, okay, right now, friend, and I'm so serious, I'm looking at my altar as I'm talking. This is the time to go to the altar, okay? This is a great time to show appreciation for the ancestors. Oh, I just thought of my Papa Keith. Okay, there could be an ancestor here that is a Sagittarius, all right, 12 on the clock. But this would be a good time. They're coming to me and they're saying, bear it all to me. Tell me about it. What's going on? Talk to us, okay? We've been waiting for you to talk to us. Okay, write it down. I'm seeing a white candle. I'm also seeing an orange candle. I'm seeing tea leaves, peppercorns, and mint. I don't know why, but you know, if you're into that, you know, maybe do a little research and see, okay? And coconuts. Okay, let's keep going. Now with this Zoom meeting, right, I was gonna read it. Well, actually it is right here. So the Zoom meeting, it says working from home. So some of you guys work from home, pay attention to this. It says working from home, juggling work, life, kids, pets, and the looming virus. Oh, that's so crazy. Pantless, all while smiling for a Zoom conference call. Is there a spare serrated knife in my kitchen I could use on myself? Okay, so this is giving me overwhelm, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm getting from this, okay? Look, your message, this is what y'all need to know. Cut the fucking crap, collective. So many unnecessary meetings, routines, relationships. We go through the motions even while we are on fire. It's okay to say no. That is what you need to know. It is okay to say no. Declutter your life without the guilt. So I'm telling y'all, greet this darkness, okay? There is like, this is reminding me. Didn't I say this shit a couple months ago? I told y'all, I said the energy that we're moving into, it felt very macabre, where it felt like there was like a blanket coming through to kind of, I don't know, bro. Y'all gotta go back to that Celtic cross. I really feel like I mentioned this because I brought up Offset's album, A Rebirth. I'm gonna put that reading in here because something is connecting. So anyway, what I got from that was basically that you guys need to understand that it is okay to say no. And I'm talking to myself as well. There's been times where I've said no, or I make certain decisions for myself that I know I need to make in order to be able to get something done. This is reminding me of a girl who is trying to get a degree right now in the medical career. And she literally had to make a status telling everybody like, look, you know, it's not personal. Like, I know I haven't been talking to everyone, but I have, you know, basically I have goals. Like, I have to really get things done. And this is what I need in order to, you know, get to the finish line, you know. And it's crazy that she even felt like she had to make that status, you know. So there could be some people who might feel entitled to your energy, or they might be, I don't know, making you feel guilty about just doing you. Don't feel guilty, friend, especially when you know you have a goal. The things that you are, like the changes that you're deciding to make, it is very, very essential for you to meet these goals. You know what God got for you. God knows what he's doing for you. Don't let people trick you out your spot, but also don't let people make you feel guilty. What they need to do, they need to go find some business about themselves. Maybe they need to also find them a little project, a little self-project, or they need to go find them a lane to be in, because there's no reason why. There's someone specifically here. There's no reason why you should be getting pulled in all these different directions by these people. I don't know why everyone feels like you're the one that has to put out the fire, but you're not. And maybe, you know, you might have to take some accountability with that. You know, where have you been, you know, not honoring your boundaries, or where have you not had boundaries? Okay, you got to really come back. All right, this is, I don't want to say it's a selfish season. This does feel a little selfish, but in a good way. It just feels very focused, like you have a mission with that Chariot card, okay? So the enlightenment, the messages that you've been getting, where it's like, whether it's coming through frustration because you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm trying to get this done and I just, this person's calling me, this is happening. Pay attention, because whatever it is that I feel like could be pulling on your energy or like draining you a bit, you can fix it, all right? And nobody's entitled to your energy but you and God. But for real. All right, so let's go. Let's go. Now, when I look at this Sun card, right, I did write the ego, weakened sense of self, confidence and awareness, not being yourself, a revelation that brings pain and hiding, okay? So, yeah. Some of you guys are in a, it depends. I don't know. You could have just had some type of revelation where it's like, ooh, I don't know, friend. Did something just come to the light? Because to go from the Sun in reverse to Leo upright, I love that, okay? There was some type of blockage here, okay? Maybe you didn't have the truth, or you could have been, again, being a background character, all right? Not being authentic in some way, shape, or form. And that's not me coming at you. Not being authentic could be, it could come through in so many different ways. Like maybe you're not speaking up for yourself. Maybe you're being passive aggressive and you know you don't want to be passive aggressive. Maybe you're not shining the way that you would like to spare somebody else's feelings. Okay, that is no longer. That is no longer. There is somebody named Danny here, or they have the letter D. This is a ancestor. They're very proud of you for still taking up space in the midst of people trying to keep you small. I do feel like this is in a workplace. Somebody did something very bold in the workplace. They might have felt like it was, I don't know. I do feel like you was a little shaken up, whoever this is for, you know, to make this move, or I don't know, to, how can I describe this? I don't know. Maybe you were, you know what it reminds me of? Remember back in the day when the teacher would ask a question and they're like, who wants to come to the board and solve the problem? It almost reminds me of that. So some of you guys, you took a chance on yourself and you went to the board, okay? In some way, shape, or form, however that, you know, resonates with you, you went to the board. And I will say, you know, there was some onlookers. There was some like, some hate, okay? But you still went. Okay, and your spiritual team is very proud of you for still doing that. There's something here where it's like you went against the grain, and yes, it was uncomfortable. Yes, you were scared. Yes, you weren't feeling confident. Yes, you were like, oh, I don't know, I'm a little shaky about this. But the fact that you did it anyway is reversing that. It's removing that blockage. So they're like, yes, we are so proud of you, because I feel like you might have been your own worst enemy in a situation, or you're starting to realize like, people can only do what I allow them to do, okay? I don't have to be in this energy. I don't have to allow these specific people, places, and things to continue to affect my self-esteem. I don't have to. So how do I change that? Okay, where can I show up for myself? How can I take chances on myself? How can I put myself out there? And I feel like somebody has really been doing that, even if it's uncomfortable, okay? And you might not be seeing all the fruits of your labor just yet, but honey, that's what's in the cards, friend. That's what's in the cards. So I need y'all to keep putting yourself out there, okay? How you express yourself is important, okay? How you show up is important. Somebody here is also getting some type of degree, or you are meant to be in a leadership position, okay? And I feel like, well, they said I don't gotta say nothing after that. I'm gonna just leave it at that. This is reminding me of a video I saw where it's like, what if you don't fit in with the crowd because you're meant to be on the stage, you know? What if the reason why you don't fit in with the crowd is because you're meant to be on the stage? And I really do feel like that. I feel like I'm talking to someone who's awakening to their purpose of, wow, I'm supposed to be in that teacher position, or wow, I'm supposed to have a platform, okay? Because I do see that here. Or like, oh, wow, like, you know, I could even start me a nonprofit. Like there's something here where I feel like you could be the head of some type of project, or like, I don't know, an organization or a role, okay? And I feel like you're starting to recognize like, I do have what it takes. And if you're not there yet, friend, it's because you're not going against the grain. You're not going against the grain. And let me pull real quick. I must be channeling somebody's ancestor, because I'm like, whoo, I'm like, whoa. It's like taking a lot, not in a bad way to, but it's just taking a lot to get this message out. And I almost feel like I'm moving slower. All right, so talk to me. How can they go against the grain? No reversals. How can they go against the grain? The Emperor. Structure. Okay, some of you guys need to get more organized, okay? The reason why it seems so far-fetched or so far away or it seems so like unattainable is because you're not organized, all right? And I ain't just talking about y'all, you know, I gotta get organized too, okay? We also have trust, Knight of Pentacles. You need to know, and I'm telling you this, friend, and I'm saying this with pure confidence, all right? I don't know where the fear comes from, and I'm not gonna say that I don't care, I do care, but I'm telling you, friend, what if I told you that this fear, one day it's not going to even be a thing, okay? Like you, oh, friend, I'm getting chills. I need y'all to trust the fact that if you put the work in, this is not going to fail you. You studying, okay? You paying attention to those intricate details. You being disciplined, okay? Obedient, if you will, to some type of path that I feel like could be connected to like your finances, 222 on the clock and 2222 on the clock. It could be connected to your finances or like to some type of, because I'm almost seeing a seed be planted. So I don't know, this could be a project. This could be, are you guys already working on something? Or I don't know, like pay attention to what comes to your mind, because I really do feel like you guys are about to like get a drop of knowledge where it's like, yes, do that. What is this? Taurus. That's giving me self-worth. And that's also giving me money. So something here is connected to your money and getting you more money, okay? And your voice could be involved in this as well. Something about the mouth, the voice, speaking. Yeah, somebody here I do feel like is meant to have some type of platform, or you're actually meant to have your own business or be the head of something. But the best way that you can go against the grain is, one, become organized and be consistent. There's a level of be consistent. When you become organized and you write this shit down on like planning and how you want your day to go, actually do that. So some of you guys might need to get a planner. All right, and my camera is dying right now, so there's a level of remove the shit that's draining you, whether it be a substance, whether it be something that you're eating. Yeah, I do see that somebody here needs to change their diet a bit so they can have more energy. This is like making the necessary changes so that you can meet up with this energy. And what I mean by that is, you know that your goal requires a certain level of energy. So what around you needs to change so that you can have that energy that's required, okay? What else can they be doing? Three of Swords. Heartbreak. You guys, if you haven't done it already, somebody has to go. Look at that. Somebody has to go. Yep, with the Death card. We have the Death card, the Seven of Swords. So that's release, deceit. The Nine of Wands, fear. So release, deceit, fear. Two of Swords, crossroads. Ooh, Knight of Cups, romance. Yep. Five of Pentacles, insecurity. King of Swords, knowledge. Okay. And then we also have judgment, action. Fred. Okay, real quick, let me pause this because I do not want to lose this clip and it is dying, but give me 1 second. All right, something interesting actually just happened, and this might give some context really quick before I go into that story. So when I do readings, like I always just, you know, I've been doing YouTube for a while, even before doing tarot, but you always want to have extra batteries. Like I know you see, you got one right here. Like I always have my batteries charged up. So there was a battery sitting here and I put it in the camera because I just knew it was charged and it wasn't. All right. But I did have another battery over in the corner that was charged. But what that told me, I was like, all right, P, now you got to remember, when you take the battery out, don't just set it to the side. Just, you know, do your due diligence, walk your little tail over to that little battery pack and make sure you put it in there, because think about it. I'm so far in this message, right? You know, it already takes a lot of energy to give messages as it is, but I'm already so far in this message. Could you imagine if I went to go grab a battery and it was dead? So now I gotta sit there, wait. That probably would have pissed me off. And then I would have been mad at myself, and then my confidence would have like probably went down. I don't know, I'm just, you know, saying, like there would have been a certain trickle effect, like a domino effect of events that would have gotten in the way of my goal. So what can I do? I can be more prepared. And that's what I'm getting with structure, like prepping yourself. Okay, pay attention. And that's why it's so important for you to put yourself out there, because there is going to need to be a level of trial and error so that you can find out what works and what you need. Because I had to go through multiple trials and errors, okay, in my little YouTube, I guess, career, whatever you want to call it. And it's helped me to be like, okay, how can I make editing easier? Okay. How can I maximize, you know, my battery power, okay? Or do I need to get more batteries, okay? What do I need in order to get shit done, okay? There's something like that there, where it's like, pay attention. Don't just take it and be like, oh, you know, and don't do nothing with it. No, actually plan, you know? Especially for my free-spirited people. Like, I'm very free-spirited, but yeah. There could be a level of tapping into that Virgo-esque energy, all right? Now, when I saw all these cards, I do feel like there is some deception. And you might have already got these people these people out of the way. Could be a King of Swords. Could be it could be a air sign or a water sign. But also, I just feel like there's a level of deceit here. These are people that have put you in some way, shape, or form in some type of survival mode. Okay, they're connected to fear. They're connected to lies, okay, in some way, shape, or form. You could have these people blocked, but they're still in your energetic field. And if you don't have them blocked, it might be time. Somebody here needs to know that you keeping this around is keeping you in a state of lack. Okay, it's causing you to not see yourself clearly. All right, so with you seeing the truth of the situation, you're being asked to take action with this Judgment card. All right, get it gone, friend. Get it gone. What is causing a lack mentality? What feeds that? Get it gone. All right. So let's move on. I'll put that right there. Now, when I went to this Leo card, I loved it. Let me just tell you the notes that I wrote down. So for whatever reason, I did write down like it's opposing Aquarius. Okay. Deeply confident. So this is what you're walking into. This was the present energy. Deeply confident, spotlight. Loves to be alive, creativity boost, authentic self-expression, moving away from relationships that dim your light, okay? Wearing your eccentricities. Like, if you're eccentric, wear that shit, friend. Listen, friend, I don't care. Nobody else might be doing what you're doing, but I'm talking to someone who's being led, okay? Led, all right? You're meant to break the mold. You're meant to break free from that paradigm, okay? So less looking around and more looking up. And when I say looking up, like, talk to God. What is God asking you to do? Somebody here might even be asked to like go on a fast for a couple of days so that they could get some type of clarity. But I also feel like this is very specific, because whatever you do, friend, and whoever you are and how you show up, that, I almost heard that oddity, but no. That part of you that may seem odd or may have been told to you like, oh, that's odd, that's weird, or that's kind of strange. That is what is needed right now. That's what's needed. That is what's going to bring you success. How you do things. This is very authentic to you. So don't shy away from that. And don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing. Now, when I went to number 29, you could be 29. We got the Palace card. Look at that owl, girl. Athena might be talking to you. And Thoth just came through. That's crazy. So we have wisdom, experience, lessons, knowledge, introspection, having a light that guides your path, insight on how to take action, intuition and problem solving, listening to your inner voice, okay? So what I'm really seeing here, just when we look at this past, present, future, there's a level of breaking the mold. There's a level of proving yourself wrong. There's a level of like, I'm hearing somebody bust through. They're breaking through. You could have just did some type of, someone could be into hoodoo here. But I won't say what I was about to say. But if you know, you know. Okay. Lotus flowers could be of significance. You could have, somebody here needs to take a spiritual bath, or they need to go by the water or spend some time by a tree if that is feasible. But what I like about this is, friend, whatever you're going through, it may be painful, it may be uncomfortable, it may hurt, it may be like, damn, like, why'd they have to go? Like, fuck. Like, I at least wanted to take them with me, or I at least wanted to take that with me. But I'm telling you, okay, this is giving me, please look up the verse. I'm about to pull it up. This is giving me Matthew 6:33. Let me look that up, bruh. Because whoever you are, I feel like you're not meant to be doing what everybody else is meant to do. Like, there are some people that have to, you know, I just heard NPC, like they have to look around to get their creativity. They have to look around and be a sheep. You're not meant to be a sheep, friend. So we have seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and promises that their physical needs will be provided for. That is not the verse, girl. Give me my verse. Hold on. Okay. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all things will be given to you as well. That's what you need to know, friend. 0707. Okay. That is who you need to lean on right now. This other stuff does not matter. Okay. So whether God, spirit, the divine, you know, I'm a firm believer of God, so I'm going to use God. Okay. Your spiritual team, that is where you need to lean. This group, this is reminding me of something Chitra told me. You know, it gets lonely at the top, and it does, friend. But I really feel like who I'm talking to with this high priest, and I think I said high priestess earlier, but this is the high priest, so Taurus energy. You're meant to be in an elevated position, whoever is resonating with this, okay? You're not meant to be with the crowd. You're meant to be on the stage. It's like you're the shepherd. Just saying, all right? So let me breathe through this because, whoo, that was a lot right there. Okay. That's what I was going to say. So whatever is going on, I know it might seem a little bit uncomfortable, but Hunty, what this is doing for you is it's opening up a gateway for you to be confident, for you to understand your strategy, for you to understand your gifts, and for you to have wisdom. So these little times that you're having right now, or have recently have, where you like bumped your head, or it's like, ouch, like I'm getting ouch, ooh, that was a little ow, ow. It's like you're rubbing up against some shit and it hurts. I'm telling you, like, this is iron sharpening iron, friend. When you come out of this, you're going to be sharp. You're going to be all smooth and shit. You're going to have experience. You're going to know how to definitely deal with them devils, okay? Or whatever the fuck's been trying to warp your energy. You're going to know how to deal with it. You're going to be able to see it for what it is. You're going to be able to maneuver how you need to maneuver. You're just going to be wise, okay? So wherever you're going, I know you might not see where God is taking you, but these lessons and these moments of heartbreak or pain are very necessary for you to learn what you need to learn so that you can be the best in this position that you're going to be put in, okay? This almost reminds me, like, if someone's an entrepreneur, like, people don't understand, like, it could be shitty when shit happens, but when that stuff happens, like, I don't know, like a customer having a complaint, or I don't know, maybe your website goes down and it's like, what the fuck? It's like these things are coming through not to stop you and make you feel inadequate and like you just stop. No, it's like, how else are you gonna learn? Okay, we'd rather put you through all that shit now so that later on you have a leg up. Be thankful for the shit. Be thankful for these little humps and bumps, because you're going to have a leg up, friend. Okay, so don't ever like look at these situations or these events as if they're harming you. They're helping you. Okay, they're helping you. Oh, and that's so crazy. Look at this. Greet the darkness. Here where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathes the hidden, the places that make you whole, but cut deep with all of their sharp edges. For some reason, they're telling me to read this now. So let's just take a little detour. I feel like this reading is more supposed to be like a slow pace, like just see what comes to you and kind of see what gets activated. Oh, hell no. Am I getting sick? Let me go drink some fucking tea. Because absolutely not. Close, girl. Close. Greet the darkness. Pay attention. So let's do number 19. Okay. This says, many see, actually no, everything, okay, greet the darkness. Here we go. Keywords, self, inner truth. Here where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathes the hidden, the pieces that make you whole but cut deep with all of their sharp edges. So this might be a great time for some shadow work. So what the excerpt says, darkness. You might get a sense of terror from what you can't see, collective, but not all hidden things are bad. There are many things that you cannot see that hold the secret to life, abundance, and renewal. Like the lotus flower that blooms from the darkness of muddy waters, there is beauty in the darkness for those who know where to look with their heart. You have pulled Greet the Darkness as a call to go deep into your dark corners. Ask yourself, what does that mean for you? There are parts of you that are beautiful yet remain undiscovered. You see what I'm talking about? Some of y'all don't even know just how big you are. And it's time to discover that. And it could have been maybe due to like trauma or just always being pulled in every direction, like you haven't had time to spend with yourself. But it's time, friend. Because whoever you are, you're a big deal. And it's time, let's get this out the way now so that we can flourish and move forward. Let me keep going. Okay. There are parts of you that are beautiful yet remain undiscovered. You must allow yourself to open to the unknown. You can do this by confronting old wounds, lost memories, feelings of shame, guilt, and disappointment. This is called shadow work, a practice that allows you to make friends with your demons rather than hide from them. What seems like a monster is really a lost part of you needing love and support. When feelings such as anger, resentment, and chaos come around, it is because those feelings are trying to protect you in the only way they know how. Anger only knows anger and can only offer its support in that way. Chaos only knows chaos, so that is the only way it can get your attention. These feelings are trying to help you find the beautiful gems that are waiting in the dark spaces of your being. I'm so serious, friend. I wish I could tell y'all about the journey that I'm even going on with my shadow work because it's so profound. Like, just me diving into my shadow work, girl, there's been so much shit happening, friend. It's powerful. But anyway, confront whatever feelings you have surrounding your situation. Allow those feelings to surface and face them without fear. Greet them and ask them how you can work together. Someone here needs a prayer journal. Journal your meditative conversations with your dark parts. Within their words of advice, you will discover the lost or missing pieces of yourself. Period. Y'all, I started doing that and I was like, oh my gosh, it was so much shit that started to come to me. And I'm like, damn, it was just so crazy. I'm telling you, just me even thinking about doing some shadow work, I feel like I got enlightened. But let's go to nature spirits. This one is about to hit for someone. I don't know why I feel that. So tap in, ask for discernment, and see kind of what are you getting from this message. So keywords: sacred playfulness. On your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. Somebody here is related to like fairies, or you like the fae, okay? Yeah. Nature spirits are fun, silly little things who enjoy laughter and a bit of mischief. Gemini energy. They are connected to the freedom of expression, you guys. Do you see the theme here? Freedom of expression, and know that life is meant to be enjoyed. Friend, speak, friend. Express yourself. It's needed. I don't care if you have a platform or not. There's something about how you express yourself, whether it's how you dress, how you show up, how you draw, how you speak, how you deliver a briefing, how you communicate to your clients. It's needed, and it's going to really, I don't know, like it's going to be very profound. Stop minimizing yourself, friend. There's certain things where I feel like maybe other people have made you feel small, and I get it. But what you do, I don't think you see how big it's like you don't see what you're offering. Like, for example, I even get into this, but when I think about like just making this YouTube, like just making a video, do you understand how many people watch those videos? And you just never know like what seed was just planted. And they might take whatever that seed was that was planted, they're going to probably give that to, I don't know, their children. Like this is profound. I don't know, like some of you guys probably are meant to be a teacher. That's kind of how I view teachers. Like they really are like the beginning, you know? Like when I think about my preschool teachers and all of them, like I still remember them to this day. They were like the foundation. I don't know, there's something about y'all energy that's giving that. So don't ever undermine that, okay? Anyway, okay, let me go back. They are connected to the freedom of expression and know that life is meant to be enjoyed, even among the chaos. The sacredness of nature spirits is not generally acknowledged. The world of Fae has existed alongside the human world for millennia. Our Celtic ancestors saw and believed in fairies. To them, fairies played a role in a bigger world than what meets the eye. They are a reminder of the things that are priceless in this life and that often magic is missing in everyday life. Yeah, we got to get back to the magic. If you have pulled nature spirits, it could be because you have overlooked details in the daily grind. There are small things in your life that are sacred but have not been given their proper space. This could be a family member or a project in your home. It could be yourself. When was the last time you felt genuine joy, had a big belly laugh, or felt truly loved and supported? Yeah, some of you guys are being pulled in every other direction and it's taken away from your essence. It's okay to say no, friend. Y'all got big shit to do. I'm not playing with y'all. It's okay to say no, okay? You are being asked to be mindful of the little things in your life. These things are calling. 117 is a number. These things are calling for you, desperate for your attention. They are a reminder that it is the small things in life that also make the world go round. So yeah, I really do feel like someone here is being asked to change up their routine, for sure. Changing up their routine. Now, let me just get to these tarot cards, okay? So there's a couple of things that were coming through, and I'm going to name all of them because everybody's going to be different. So what I'm seeing with this King of Wands, the High Priest, the Nine of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Seven of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. So first of all, I am picking up on like an initiation. It gives me like a promotion type of energy. Keep on putting that foot to the gas, friend, all right? Because there is going to be success from this. All right. I also am seeing a message of protecting your success. Like if you've been feeling like you need to kind of, move in silence, pay attention to that. Really quick, let me get these love messages out the way. There could be a King of Wands or a King of Cups or just two specific people. They're coming through as sociable, okay, passionate. Now this could be your energy, but I also am picking up on like, there could be someone that's going to come to you and express their feelings, especially that King of Wands. That King of Wands is ready to express something, okay, to make something be known, all right? This King of Cups energy is coming through as someone who may want to help. It's like a more compassionate energy. This could be a boss that wants to help feed your vision. But let me see what I wrote. Okay, let's go to my notes. Trust, friendship, compassion, talkative, inspirational leader, educator, artistic pursuits, make feelings known. King of Cups, big relationships in the cards. That's what I'm saying. Some of you guys, you might even be about to get married, friend. Like y'all might have marriage in the books. Like this is giving me a commitment, a partnership. This is giving me marriage, and the ring is right there. Hell yeah. Ooh, friend. Yes, I love that. And I'm not gonna lie, someone could be same sex here. I see that. But anyway, help from lover of arts. So this person could love arts. They're gonna help you to execute. So either this is someone helping you to execute, like if they're not a lover, they're gonna help you to execute something that you do that's related to the arts. Maybe even to your practice. Some of you guys might be coming in contact with a mentor. Like there could be two people that you're adding to your team. Like, I don't know, maybe one's a mentor. Some of you guys might even be hiring a lawyer because it's like your business is about to go to the next level. I don't know where that just came from. Execution, intuition, sociable, great time for beginning new projects, okay? So yeah, even if you don't want to look at this as love, that's what I'm seeing this as. Great time for beginning new projects, making your feelings known, okay? Expressing yourself, going after it. No matter what, like, we're done with the fear. We're done with trying to appease everybody. We're done with overextending ourselves. We're done with the people-pleasing shit. We're done with playing small. It's time to take up fucking space, bitch. It's time to take up space. And that's what we're doing. That is the message for the collective. Now, when I do look at this High Priest, okay, we have Taurus, mediation through heaven and earth, works in public, and then I thought the priest and the Pope. So something about y'all have a triple crown. That's what you need to know. So you are a triple threat. I'm telling y'all, if you feel like you're someone that's a triple threat and you often have had these strange experiences where, I don't know, like people have just, like you'll know, like especially in the workplace, just strange experiences where you're like, why is that happening? It's because you're a triple threat, and I need you to go tap in with our good sis, Yourllevellupguru, because she's going to help you, okay? So Yourllevellupguru, look her up. So we have spiritual authority, woo, spiritual advancements, wedding, unity, wisdom, self-authority, acceptance, support. You see what I'm talking about? This is giving me initiation. Somebody here, you just recognize how high ranking you are in the spiritual community or just spiritually. Like, I think some of you, it's like your ancestors are coming through like, yes, tell them again, Pete. You didn't realize what your rank was because you had all this weird ass shit around you. But it's like, once we remove that clutter, you're going to be able to see yourself clearly, okay? I really do feel like some of you guys are meant to be, I don't know, friend. This is giving big energy. Like, I know I'm like kind of slowly talking, but I'm so serious because it is giving some type of initiation. Ooh, it is giving that some type of promotion, like a big deal. You do have spiritual authority. So they want you to take this serious. If you're someone who is studying, especially when it comes to like some type of craft or some type of spiritual work, or it could even be tarot divination, take it serious. Okay? That Nine of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. What you need to know is something that could really help you, and be mindful of who you connect with. But I'm telling y'all, if y'all start to feel like, I think I do need a mentor, or I think I do need a little bit of assistance, or just, you know, someone to kind of help, you know, smooth the edges, invest in that. It's going to be a good investment. Nine of Pentacles, enjoying the finer things. This is what's coming towards you. You're going to be enjoying the finer things of life, okay? You're going to benefit from investments financially. I also put security, protection, luxury. You're going to feel happy and content in your surroundings. Hopeful, financially independent woman, okay? That's what's coming in for you. That is what's coming in for you. And because that's coming in for you, you have to protect it at all costs with that Seven of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be leeches. Yeah, there's going to be people that want the spot. But it's like, but bitch, if you ain't shitting, then get off the pot. It's like, no. But no, for real. Okay, so protect that. What boundaries do you need up during this time? Okay, because you want to protect the position that you are moving into. All right. Now with this Chariot card, what did I write down? Aerial invention. Someone here could be in the Air Force, or you could really like planes, or you could be meant to travel. You could be really connected to the Victorian era. And there's something here about record breaking. So I'm not going to lie, friend. I really do feel like you guys are supposed to break the mold in some way. Like you could literally. And I know you're probably like, she can't be talking to me. I'm so serious, friend. And I feel like it's going to be a process for you to realize what I'm telling you. But I really do think that someone here is meant to do something that is going to be like the first. Or like that's the first time that we've seen it done like that. Or that's the first time we've seen that combined like that. Or that's the first time we've seen somebody execute that like that. And then it's going to be like low-key, high-key, a blueprint. Like when I think of these prominent figures in history, motherfuckers was probably doubting them, looking at them all crazy, and little did they all know that we still talking about them to this day. Okay, like there's something about y'all energy that's giving me that. Just want to say that. So we have light and shadow aspects of control of our own machine. Okay, so yeah, that shadow work is needed. Integrating the shadow, inner workings of our minds and bodies, willpower, speed, goal setting, and determination. Set them goals. Difficult projects with people, new vehicle, moving on. Speed, major departure, progress, and victory is for certain. You guys are going to have a victory. You guys are going to have a victory. Someone here, what you need to know is you're on, like if you've been wanting a new car, you're on route to that. I'm seeing a new car. I'm also seeing a new house. I'm seeing a new location. Yeah, you guys could be traveling. Like some of you guys might not know, you might be moving within the next year. Not gonna lie. They're telling me to get my other deck. I have not used this deck in so long. Give me a second. I got so many decks. So I just want to see if like regarding this new location, I'm just gonna bunch them all together. There's like something about a new car, new house, new environment. What's the time frame? Okay. It says you are experiencing fear with the thought of change. Eliminate the fear, and the time frame is within a half a year. Girl. before the end of the year, there's 3 cards that are coming out. So let's kind of like, let's use this as a time frame, okay? Give yourself more self-love once that happens than within a year, you guys. Within a year. Within a year. That is what I'm getting. A year or less. That new car, that new house, that new environment. Yeah, that position that I'm talking about. Yeah, you're going to be in that. Okay? So I need you to get clear, friend. Now, what else do I want to go over? The 7 of Wands. Okay. So when I was looking at the 7 of Wands, I was talking or looking at potential success. You have the talent and tools to do well. Challenges will be faced, yes, but rewards and success will be hard won. So yes, it is going to be challenging, and it might be a little bit of an uphill battle. You'll really have to work for your wins, okay? Stay determined, okay? Stay determined and focused. The reward will come. That should not, like, whoever I'm talking to, you're not meant to be lazy. So I'm hoping that what I just said didn't make you go, oh, really? No, it's not going to be easy. This is not going to just be handed to you, all right? But you will come out on top, but you will have to work for it, because that experience, like going through that energy and building up that resistance and that resilience, okay? Like I'm almost thinking of like resistance band work, like trying to like get the muscles going. And you know, you have to break down the muscles before you rebuild them. There's something like that here, bro. Y'all gonna be looking like Hercules after this. Ooh, I'm feeling my muscles right now. I got a little perk right there. Okay, a little perk right there. Now, for that 8 of Pentacles, we have somebody here might need to get a patent on something, but I have patient hard work, more money coming to you, completion of apprenticeship, and value yourself and your skills. That is what you need to know. So some of you guys are probably in some type of apprenticeship type of position. I'm not gonna lie, someone here, you're gonna find a mentor, and that shit is gonna level you up, bro. Like, I'm so serious, okay? But hard work, dedication, and discipline is going to move mountains for y'all. Some of y'all are even going to be quantum leaping, friend. All right? So I more so just wanted to talk about this in that way. Those are the messages, and I'm going to let whoever's meant to resonate with this, like, you know, because I can't do it all, friend. You know, I'm going to give the message. I'm going to tell you what I saw in the cards, and then I'm going to let you sit with that and see, like, how does that apply to me, or if it applies to me, okay? Damn, what's this? Look at this. For whatever reason, I grabbed my healing deck, and these 2 cards were in there. So we have part of fortune, prosperity, and then we have drama in reverse. So some of you guys need to really get rid of the drama, okay? The infidelity, the deception, you know, the weird shit, so that you can really flourish and go where you need to go, okay? Other cards, one more. Thank you. We have opening my mind. I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas, period, you guys. That's it. So, yes, you guys, that was the spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.